Toastmasters, even in the halls here at Vision Drive, zombies walk among us. If we could see through this wall here, you'd probably even spot a few zombies. Today I will discuss how to recognize these creatures as well as some other similar characters. Starting off with zombies, let us think of some characteristics that we associate with zombies. If you go with the classic zombies, like the George Romero movies, they always have the slow, lumbering walk. They also have a tendency to bump into inanimate or animate objects, posing risks to themselves as well as anybody unfortunate to be in their vicinity. The zombies I'm talking about here at Vision Drive are not the brain-eating type, thankfully. The ones I'm talking about are people who are walking through our halls, looking down at their cell phone, not paying attention to where they are. Similar to the classic zombies, they're usually often very slow. Maybe they bump into things because they're not looking where they're going. While texting and walking is not nearly as dangerous as texting and driving, there are still safety risks to walking and not paying attention to where you're going. There's no official number for how many people were injured due to texting and walking, but it is believed that pedestrian injuries did increase in 2017 because people aren't paying attention to what they're doing. One company that's actually taken a step around this is General Motors, and they have actually banned their employees from texting while walking on their campus. Overall, it's just good to actually pay attention to where you're going, and the main thing that is, if you're walking really slowly in front of people, sometimes people have to go to meetings and they're in a hurry, and you might bump into those people, or people want to get their steps because we're all trying to track our steps. But zombies aren't the only creatures I'm going to talk about today. There are a couple other characters I'm going to discuss, and these are related in some fashion. The next creatures I'm going to discuss I'm titling them swamp creatures. For these creatures, hygiene is not a big worry. This group cannot take a break from their phones even while going to the bathroom. I've heard people in the stalls talking on their phones to people, which completely baffles me. But using your phone while using the bathroom at the same time poses obvious health risks. You're going to pass, anything you touch in the bathroom is then going to be passed to your phone. And knowing most people, you're then going to use your phone while you're eating lunch. And so you're passing all of this back and forth. Instead of using your phone for distraction, why not just read a magazine? And a perfect example is our Toastmaster magazine, which is available to all our members monthly. Even whether or not you use your phone in the bathroom area, it's important to regularly clean your phone. A University of Arizona study found that our cell phones contain 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. And after reading this statistic, I immediately washed my phone. Immediately. Why would anyone want to hold something to their face that has thousands of germs on it? And lastly, we have one more group who is obsessed with their phones. And in this case, we're going to go with that. In this case, Cupid may have missed the mark. And this is a group of people who will use their cell phone while they're on a first or second date. And I think this is a good time to keep your phone in your pocket, save your Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and Untapped check-ins for a later time. A Match.com study found that most people were turned off by a date even if they kept the phone on the table. Regularly checking your phone, the partner regularly checking his or her phone during a date was #1 turnoff for women, according to this study. And this is another case where we have you're on a first or second date, you want to make a good impression, you want to pay attention to the person in front of you and not the person that is, or not the people that are in your phone, essentially. Overall, cell phone etiquette is a big deal, and we just need to know the right time and places to use these devices. Hopefully after hearing this speech, none of you will fall into one of these groups. Thank you for your time.